So we have a 2025 Bronco here in the shop, and we're getting ready to put some running boards on it. And a company on Amazon called Brew Addict was nice enough to send us in some side running boards to put on the truck. They're pretty nice, and they look pretty simple to put on. We'll show you what's involved in putting them on, and what I'll also do is I'll put a link in the description of this video over to the product page of the running boards on Amazon's website, and you guys can check them out. Okay, so here, one of the running boards and all the hardware that they give you. The other running boards off to the side. We just wanted to put one out on the table so we can get it set up here. And it comes with these brackets, the hardware, and it looks to be like there's 3 brackets for each running board and some hardware to go with it. And they are marked. So this running board is, it says, left front on it, and the other end, if it says over here, left rear. So they've got them marked for you. And there's some end caps too that go on these. And you always remember the left and right of the vehicle is always as if you're sitting in the driver's seat looking out the windshield. So this would be the left, this would be the driver's side.
So they gave us these 14mm bolts. And we could just hook the bracket on underneath the washer. And then we'll push this up, connect the other bolt here. We're going to get all 3 brackets on, and we're not going to tighten. We're just going to snug everything up so it's got a little wiggle room to it.
And so the running boards came with these bolts. Our Bronco didn't have any bolts on them. And if you look at the video that they have says that there's bolts on the body of the Bronco, but they weren't. So they gave you the bolts to put in here. So that's what we're doing.
2 different brackets. There's 4 of the same type back here. And then we've got this one here that's going to come up. And we've got a hole here for it. And to catch that one in there.
And the contour of it's different to the shape of the floor pan.
Yeah. We've got this one up here. And they've got like open spots on this bracket, so I could have caught this one first and then just hooked it in. So we're going to just snug these up. So I still got a little bit of wiggle room with them. We're going to get the running boards sat on, and then we're going to put the end caps on the board before we sit it on top of these brackets. We're going to have everything snug, so if we need to tweak anything a little bit to make sure the board looks, the distance is straight against the running board here. The running board is straight against the rocker, excuse me. We want to make sure that that looks good, so we're going to just snug everything up so it's got a little bit of wiggle room. The 14 shallow. I'm going to get these snug. We got a little wiggle room in the bracket. I'm good with that. I'm going to go over here. Same thing. A little wiggle room there. Okay. All right. So let's get our end caps on the running boards, and we're going to sit them on. So over here, we're going to just back these off. We're going to have to take the all right off. I don't know if it would have been easy to put the brackets on this. Probably not, because at least we could sit the running board on the brackets instead of trying to put the whole thing up and catching it. Even though they do have these open hooks here, I guess, there's a couple of different ways. We're gonna go this way, pop off all the washers, and then we'll slide our slots into spots where the running boards. It's going to be 2 bolts per, per running bolt.
For bracket.
For the bracket, yeah.
Okay, so the end caps to the running board are marked. They're marked like left front, right rear, left rear. And you just kind of match them up and put them in place. And just kind of slip right on for you. Just kind of slip right over.
The holes line up.
Yep.
Okay, we'll get the screws in.
You need to put 3 screws in each, and they supply the screws for you. 2 on the side, and 1 right there. Like this whole setup procedure is going to be the same exact procedure on the other side of the truck. Right, Steve?
Yeah, and it seems pretty pretty simple. So so far so good. All the holes are lined up good.
All right, so we just caught all our brackets on the driver's side of the truck. We're going to tighten these up just like we did on the passenger side.
Yeah, I gotta put the ratchet on tight until
Is that what happened?
what happened there? We're just getting them snug because we want some wiggle room out of this thing.
Yeah.
So
We're going to be able to adjust the boards a little bit if we need to.
so I need to use a shallow socket, then a deep socket, and we're gonna get them so there's a little bit of wiggle.
What size are these sockets?
14.
14 millimeters?
Yeah, I got a little wiggle in that one. Okay, I got a little wiggle there.
These are definitely one of those things you can do in your driveway. It's pretty easy to put on.
All right, I got a little bit of wiggle room. That's what I want because we're going to get the bracket on there, and then we'll have all the bolts fall through, and then we're going to center it on the truck.
Okay, so we just laid the driver's side running board onto the brackets, and we have all these nuts and washers finger tight. You can slide the running board back and forth. There's some adjustability in this. Actually, there's a lot. So we're going to snug these up a little bit, but leave them loose enough so when we lower the truck to the ground, we can move the running board back and forth if we need to line it up. All right, so Steve and I just put the passenger side running board in place. Now we're going to put the hardware on it, snug this one up too, and we're going to lower the Bronco to the ground and adjust the running boards.
So we've got some room to slide this plate, and you've probably got, I don't know, ½ inch or so. I got big feet, so I kind of would want them all the way out on the outside. Tony's daughter doesn't have big feet, so
No.
But we're gonna right now we got them so they're sliding, and we want to put this down and take a look at the truck when it's down lower, so we can see what it looks like against the pinch guards, and you know is there any advantage to the adjustment on this, and so let's get it down and we'll take a good look.
All right, so the way we adjusted our running boards is we kind of put them even with the back of the wheel well right here. And we were figuring that way when you get into the back door, it gives you a little bit more room to step on the back. And when you get in the front, there's plenty of room in the front to step on the running board to get into the, passenger or driver's side of the truck. So in the front, with this adjustability, we kind of close, about a finger back from the edge of the pinch weld. And, if we go bigger on tires or something, we can always adjust these two later on if we needed to. It's kind of nice about these. They adjust real easy.
And in New England, we're feeling that having the running board all the way out is giving us more room for debris and snow to get through here. If we get it tightened up, we're tightening that gap up, and we could have build-up of ice. At least we got a little more airflow in here this way. So that's kind of what our thought process was.
All right, so we're going around right now. We're going to tighten the rest of the 6 bolts at the top of the brackets by hand. You can't get the gun in there, so I'm going to wrap these up right now.
Kind of want the feel for it to, you're going to know it's tight.
Yep.
By hand.
That one's good. You can check the ones on the bottom too. That's good. And we're just gonna go around and finish checking the rest of them. All right, so we have all the hardware all buttoned up, and Steve and I were just saying how nice and sturdy these
Yeah, that's nice.
these steps
That
are.
ain't moving. The other one ain't moving.
These running boards are really nice. They're
And when
nice
you're
and
hanging
beefy.
on them here, I mean, that's sturdy. That's nice. Nice
Yeah.
product.
All right, we're gonna lower the Bronco down, and we'll show you what the running boards look like when the truck's on the ground. So here, what the running boards look like with the Bronco on the ground. These are actually really, really nice. I like them a lot. And the adjustment that we have with lining it up with the corner of the wheel well, it seems to work out perfect. If you open up the rear door, you know, there's plenty of room to step in the back and get in. And same with the front. These are really nice, sturdy running boards, and they're a great product. I really like them. They were so easy to put on. They'd be easy to do in your driveway at home, and it's a great product. And here is what the Bronco looks like with running boards installed. Looks great. If you guys have any questions while you're installing your running boards, if you decide to buy a pair, leave a comment, and I'll try to help you out. And if you like the video, if you like it, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys.